to the nearest. The first one we're going to talk about is we're going to round to the nearest 10. Okay, so that means that we are looking at the tens place. We want to find a number. Come on. We want to find a number, ladies and gentlemen, that we can round to the nearest tens digit. So we're going to do a couple of examples here. We're going to use 31, 56, 73, and 29. Okay? Now, when we're talking about estimating, we're going to follow a few little rules. Okay? The first thing that we want to do is we always want to find which digit we are going to find. So in this case, rounding to the nearest 10, we are going to go and look for the tens place. There's the tens place, there's the tens place, there's the tens place, there's the tens place. Those are the numbers that we're going to use. Okay? Now, when we talk about estimating, we have a few numbers that are important. Okay? We have the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? These numbers, if this is the number that we're looking for, is going to make our rounding number stay the same. Okay? Now, we also have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay? These numbers are going to make our estimated number grow. So this is going to make our number bigger. Okay? So when we look at this, I like to use a little arrow. Okay? So I go here. I look at the 1. Okay? Now, we're going to use our chart for this one. The number 1 says that we are supposed to stay the same. So if we round 31 to the nearest 10, we're going to get a 0, 30. Okay? Now, this number is the only number that's going to change. Okay? If we change this number, whether it stays to a 3 or it would go up, that number stays the same. Anything afterwards is going to be zeros. Okay? Let's look at 56. I like to draw my little arrow here. So I'm looking at a 5, but I have a 6. A 6 does make our number bigger. So I'm going to replace my 5. I'm going to go up 1 to 6. I'm going to replace this 6 with a 0. So 31 rounded to the nearest 10 is 30. 56 rounded to the nearest 10 is 60. Let's try it with the 7. Looking at a 3. Where's my 3? Oh, stay the same. My 7 stays the same. I replace my 3 with a 0. Here comes 29. Ooh, 29 seems pretty big. That's going to make it bigger. 29 becomes a 30. Okay? Now, let's go to the nearest 100. Okay? And I'm going to make a couple more numbers here. Let's try 435. Let's try 173. Let's try 120. Let's try 556. Okay? Now, remember, we need to find the spot. Our hundreds. So we need to find to the nearest 100. So we're going to go to the hundreds place, and we'll underline all those 100 numbers. Okay? Now, this is going to be the same as rounding to the nearest 10. We are just looking at a different number. So 435. 4. Does that 3 make my 4 stay the same or become a 5? It makes it stay the same. So now 435 rounded to the nearest 100 is 400. 173. Well, that's 7. 7 makes it go up. Makes my 1 become a 2, and then I replace with the 2 zeros. Check here. 120 to the closest 100 stays 100. 556. That 5 makes this 5 become a 6, and I replace it, the other two numbers, with zeros. Okay? Hopefully this will help you a little bit this week with your homework. Remember, if it's 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, our number stays the same, and we replace every number behind it with zeros. If it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that number is going to grow by 1, and then we replace it with zeros. Okay? I hope this helps, third grade.